Hello, salam, namaste, came through, good evening, and welcome to our show, Realty Reality with Mohsin and Sid.
Good evening, friends, and we are so happy to see you again. This is another Friday, and another Friday brings you to us. We are so happy for your feedback that we are getting, and we are so thankful for that. Keep writing to us at therealtybulls@gmail.com, and you can call. Our numbers are 647-892-1234 or 647-786-2829. It's been very cold outside. Snow is falling, and we want you guys to be safe. And we covered about this in January.
Exactly, safety is always important.
Safety is our first priority. So taking that safety cue into our program, we're going to talk about insurance today. And about insurance, what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, insurance specifically, we are focusing on home insurance today, and we have an industry expert today in our show. Sid, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, we have a very good friend of ours. He's a social activist. Also, he's a community leader. He inspires a lot of people around him, and he's an insurance broker as well. We have Mr. Mohammad Ishaq with us. Welcome to our show, Mr. Ishaq.
Thank you very much, Sid and Mohsin. You guys are doing great. You guys are bringing really lots of information to viewers, and viewers like your show very much too. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Mohammad Ishaq is specialized in supervision insurance, home insurance, car insurance. He is also very much expert in providing all the services in mortgage insurance, home insurance, I would say critical, disability, health insurance, as well as Uber driver insurance. He is also providing services in commercial insurance as well as business insurance.
So today's show we are focusing on home insurance because we are a realty based program, and we want to focus on real estate related subjects. So when a buyer goes in for a home insurance, so what are the things that he should look for while getting his quote from a company?
Thank you very much. Basically, home insurance is one of most important things which buyers should consider in the first things. Mostly what happens is buyers think of home insurance at the end, which is not really right, because without home insurance you cannot really buy a property, you cannot close a property.
Exactly.
So home insurance is very, very important to.
So at what stage he should approach?
When he finalized the house, so when he knows I'm buying this house and he's going to the lawyer, so he should think of home insurance right away, and he should contact the insurance broker or insurance agent right away so that he can start working on it.
Right. So in case when a buyer is ready and he wants to buy a home insurance, what documents or what details he needs to provide to an insurance broker?
So yeah, that is a good question. He needs to provide a few things which is very necessary. Basically, if he has already any insurance, let's say he's got tenant insurance,
right,
he's got home owner's insurance or condo insurance, that is very important because a buyer can get a discount if he's got already insurance history. If he does not have, still he needs to tell. Plus his previous address, his current, the property he's buying, if that property is going to be his primary residence or rented dwelling,
right,
whatever the use of the property is, that is very important to disclose.
Nice.
And if basement is going to be rented out, everything he needs to disclose.
Okay, so disclosure is the key, that's what you're saying, right?
Definitely, yes.
And to gain a proper coverage and to redeem it when you at the time of need, disclosure is something which will come in very handy because any misrepresentation would cost them dearly. So going ahead, what do you mean by extended coverage?
Extended coverages are which are not covered generally in every insurance company, every insurance policy. Basically, let's say earthquake, sewer backup, overland water, these kind of coverages, they are not in the policy unless you ask for those coverages.
Okay.
So you have to make sure that you have these coverages, especially sewer backup. That is very, very important coverage. You need to have it. Mostly people go for cheaper insurance. Never go for cheaper insurance. Always try to get proper insurance for your house.
So what you're trying to say is basically these are add-on insurances,
Yes.
and they will protect you further in
Definitely.
case of a sewer backup or
Yes.
water.
That is true.
Right. Not a cheaper insurance, but a proper insurance.
Yes,
That's
proper
that's
insurance,
a very good advice.
Yeah.
Today we are mainly talking about home insurance,
Yeah.
but we also want to understand commercial insurance and what a property owner needs to know in case of proper commercial insurance.
Yeah, thank you. So, commercial property, the main thing that basically you need to tell the insurance broker is the use of the property. So, what is it going to be used for? Whether it's a rented dwelling or you are going to open a restaurant here, or like what kind of business are you going to do,
Right.
so that you can get a proper coverage.
Right. And does it impact a lot in case of a coverage, different kind of coverage in case of different use of the property?
It definitely is. Basically, if you are doing some kind of business which you did not disclose while you were asking for insurance, and that because of that business, if you are losing something, they could deny the claim.
I see.
So that's the key, ladies and gentlemen. Like you need to talk to registered people who do it day in and day out. Mr. Ishaq is very proficient in insurance. Seek his advice. And coming back to home insurance, I know insurance companies give a lot of discounts and stuff like
Yes.
that. So what do you have to say on discounts?
Yes, that is very important. There are lots of discounts available. So let's say if you have auto insurance, you need to tell that which company you have auto insurance with, so that we can try with the same company for your home insurance, so that you can get a 15% discount.
So it doesn't
Plus-
have to be from the same company. It could be from a different
A
company.
different company too, but then what we do is we'll try to get a home insurance with the same company, so that he can get discount on auto insurance, also on home insurance.
Okay.
Then there's an age discount. If you're an older person, there's a discount. So you need to tell that, what is your date of birth, and plus, if you already had insurance, tenant insurance or homeowners insurance, any kind of property insurance you had already, so you will get another discount. So which really matters a lot in pricing, in quoting insurance policy.
Okay, and just an extension to the same question. If you belong to a certain professional group,
Yeah.
does that also impact discounts?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yes, definitely it does. There are some insurance companies, they have group insurance plans.
Right.
So if you relate it to that profession, yes, you get a discount.
Okay, that's very great. And since we are talking about home insurance, including commercial insurance, and you already explained the importance of disclosure in case of home insurance, we would like to understand a little more about when somebody is renting a basement and they are disclosing it in case of getting a home insurance. How would it impact the total overall cost or overall coverage of home insurance?
Actually, this is a great question. Most of our people, they are shy. They don't ask for proper insurance. They think they know they are going to rent out the basement,
Right.
but they don't tell to the insurance broker because they think insurance is going to be higher.
Yep.
But this is not really the case. Most of the cases, insurance does not go up if you are renting out the basement. The only thing you need to do is you need to tell your insurance broker that yes, I'm going to rent out the basement, so they can put a note that you are renting out the basement, so you have a proper coverage. If otherwise, if you did not disclose, if something happens because of the tenant, then insurance company can deny the claim. They have a right to do it because you did not disclose everything.
And the legal status of the basement is also affecting the total coverage? Or?
It does, but not with every company. Some companies.
So
yes.
even if you have a basement which is not legal, say,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
we can still get an insurance for it
Yes, you can get
if we
insurance.
rent it out.
Yeah, that is a legal or illegal, a different story, but
Yeah.
yes, you can get insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just want to throw in a word of caution here, just a disclaimer that what we are discussing here is just opinions and it may vary in your case. So it's advisable to take proper advice and don't go by what we are saying.
Yes.
Every case is different.
Definitely.
So it's just for your protection as much as it is for
Yeah.
ours that we want to
For
throw
sure.
up as much information as possible.
Exactly.
Everybody in Canada has more than one properties, right? They have multiple properties.
Right.
So how does acquiring a second property impact the insurance coverage on the first one, or payment, or overall?
Yeah. So I see that lots of people, they call me, let's say they already have one property that is
Yeah.
primary residence, and they are buying another property that could be for investment purpose, but they don't want to tell that this is not going to be primary residence. That is wrong. Basically, whatever the use of this property is, you need to tell that. This is very, very important. Otherwise, you don't have a proper coverage. If it is not your primary residence, if it's a rented dwelling, just tell the insurance broker so that
This
you
is
can
a
have.
rented one.
Yes.
So you need to disclose. Again, we are
Yes.
stressing on disclosure.
Yes.
Don't lie, don't
Yeah.
cheat, just
Right.
disclose whatever is there, and it's as plain as simple.
Yes.
Right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
In case of a condominium, so we already talk about home insurance, we are talking about commercial insurance. But what in case of a condo, somebody is owning a condo?
Yeah.
Condo is already covered by condo corporation.
Right.
Is it necessary, and why it is necessary to get a separate coverage on condo?
And what does it cover?
Yes, good question. Basically, the insurance which condominium corporation covers is only dwelling.
Right?
Only dwelling, not your contents. So you definitely need to have insurance for your contents. So you know the insurance which you are getting with the package like from condominium corporation, but you must have another insurance, condominium owner insurance, which will cover your tenants. Sorry, not tenants. Which will cover your contents too.
Contents.
Yeah.
What kind of contents will it cover?
Any content, let's say your electronic devices, your TV, your jewelry, anything you have, your furniture, anything you have in the house, that will be covered under content.
And that would not be covered under condo corporation?
No, that will not be covered.
Right.
Yeah. The under condominium corporation, only dwelling is covered. Nothing else.
Correct.
No.
And nowadays, people are looking for alternative sources of income, right? A lot of people are driving Uber.
Right.
You get that additional money that comes in and helps your household. I know a lot of condo owners, they have listed their condos on Airbnb, which is a fad right now. And there's a lot of money to be made, to be honest, right? And a lot of people have actually rent multiple of these condos and they list it under Airbnb. Even as a owner or as a renter, they do that same thing. How does that affect the insurance? And I know disclosure is important, but how is it affecting the Airbnb phenomenon?
Yeah, very good question. Basically, as we are talking about disclosure, so if you have a homeowner's policy, then you should not give your place on rent because you are not covered for that. If you want to give this property for rent, then you have to have proper coverage. You have to tell your insurance broker or your insurance company that you are going to rent it out so that you can have a proper coverage. And if you don't have that coverage, something happens, you will not be covered. Company can deny your claim.
Okay. Just to point out that particular thing, you rent it out to suppose you rent out your condo to me. Now I rent it out to Airbnb. How does that affect? Is the Airbnb do I have to disclose to you that I'm
Yes.
giving it out?
Definitely, you have to disclose to insurance broker or insurance company.
Okay.
Yes.
So there will be an insurance from my end to cover Airbnb. Is there an insurance to cover Airbnb?
Yes, there you can get a coverage.
For
You can get a rental coverage, but you need to tell. Most of the people, they don't tell.
Okay. And does it get categorized in like a hotel category, like the way it is?
It depends case to case. You know, some people. It depends like what kind of building is it. So it vary case to case.
Okay.
Also, in case of a home insurance, we would like to understand what are the things covered in detail. So, if whether it's a sewer coverage, whether it could be a plumbing coverage, whether it could be any kind of maintenance coverage, what are the different types of things which are covered under the whole package.
Under the basic package, and then you have the extended.
Basic coverage is just your contents and your dwelling. Basically, what you call single limit, or you call replacement cost.
Okay.
So replacement cost is, let's say, if your house is burned to the ground, you have two options. One, they will give you total replacement value,
Right.
or they can build your house in the same condition as it was just before the accident. So basically that is covered in almost every policy. But extended coverages, you have to ask for it. Lots of people, they say, like, you know, we are getting cheaper insurance from different places. They don't know what is covered in that policy.
Exactly.
So you need to ask your insurance broker, the insurance you are giving me, what is covered in this?
Right.
Because the optional coverages, which is sewer backup, overland water, then earthquake, all these coverages, they don't go with every policy. You need to tell that, and you need to ask for it, that we need these coverages.
So difference between basic and extended coverage is all those kind of optional extra backup
Right.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
And what would be the limit of those coverage and the deductibles?
Deductibles usually is $1,000, but what was your other question?
Limits.
Limits you could go to maximum or limit. So basically you can change it. Either it could be like, you know, same as replacement cost or single limit, or you can decide the coverage by yourself. Like, you know, you can tell I don't want that much coverage,
Right.
because I cannot pay that much. Yeah, so we were talking about extended coverages. I was telling you, it really depends where your property is, because it varies postal code to postal code. Insurance companies has all the data. They know where the more risk is involved. So some properties you can get a 10,000 sewer backup coverage only.
Right.
Some properties you can get a full coverage, maximum coverage. Some properties you can get a limit. So it all depends where your property is.
Correct.
Yeah, but you must have these insurances. Or at least you should know that you don't have if you're not getting it.
Correct. And another, just to add on with the replacement value, I have a small question. Suppose my house burns down or whatever, right? And then they have the replacement value, but my actual building cost is more than the replacement value.
Yeah. No, if whatever your replacement cost is, they will pay.
They will pay.
That,
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That is where it's very important to know. Like, you know, people go for cheaper insurance. Most of the times, if you are getting very cheap insurance, so replacement cost is not same as the cost of your property is. So most of the time it's lower than that if you are paying cheaper insurance.
Okay.
So you need to tell to broker that this much I am buying the property for, so that you can have a proper coverage, proper replacement value.
Correct. And also, when we start a claim or something happens, God forbid, what is the process? Does the process differ from if it's a water-related damage or it's a fire-related damage?
It is not really much different, but basically you should talk to your insurance broker if you have any claim, or you can call the insurance company as soon as possible.
So that's your first stop, like
Yes.
insurance broker.
Yeah.
You need to get in touch with him right away,
Right.
and he'll guide you before you do anything. Before even if you call the company,
Right.
you should talk to your
Yes,
broker,
definitely.
because then they can shows you ways and means to get the
Yes.
maximum coverage.
Yeah.
Right, right. Mr. Ishaq, we are very much thankful to you to provide us all the information related to home insurance, commercial insurance, condo insurance. Please tell us about a little bit about yourself and your company, and what kind of services do you provide, where do you work?
And thank you very much. You already gave a full introduction of mine. So basically, yes, I'm in insurance business for last couple of years. I work with the Nukora insurance brokers. They are international insurance brokers. They are in a few countries, and we have lots of companies we are working with. And we basically work for our client.
Right.
In area where I work for is auto insurance, home insurance, commercial insurance, visitor insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, critical illness insurance, any kind of insurance.
Right.
You can always contact me. My number here is 416-949-2555. Again, my number is 416-949-2555. My email address is muhammad.ishaq@nukora.com. MUHAMMAD .ishaq@NACORA.com. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Ishaq, and thank you for your time. It was great to have you on the show, and you have been an inspiration to a lot of people here in Canada, and you do so much for the society. So we really want to thank you for everything.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you
very
very
much.
much.
You're doing a great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So here we had Mr. Ishaq Mohammed from insurance company today, and he has provided lots and lots of inputs on different kind of home insurance. I hope you guys like the whole episode, and please send us your feedback, how we can improve our show, what are the things you'd like us to cover in our next episode, and we are looking forward to it.
Thank you, guys, and I hope to see you guys soon. Stay safe, drive safe.